Hello guys, today we will discuss the what is ASP.NET MVC files and the folder structure. This is the complete ASP.NET MVC developer course 2022. In this video, I'm going to discuss the auto-generated ASP.NET MVC files and the folder structure. Please watch our previous video before proceeding to this video. We have discussed the how to create the ASP.NET MVC files application step by step from scratch. Nowadays, the ASP.NET MVC framework become more popular among developers because of the separation of concerns. You can see that following application are the MVC based application, and every folder that you can see that is separation concern logic. As a developer, it is very important for you to understand the need and use of each files and folder of an ASP.NET MVC application. When we create an ASP.NET MVC 5 application, Visual Studio by default create the following files and folder. Let us discuss the need and use of each files and the folder in detail one by one. First of all, I'm going to discuss the application data folder. The application data folder of an ASP.NET MVC applications contain the application related data files like the MDF, local DB, and the XML files. And next, I'm going to discuss the application start folder. The application start folder of an ASP.NET MVC application contains the configuration related classes. This class or this folder I have already used in the previous video. You can watch this video. Root config file is basically the main is define the basic starting point of the application. In this file, we have the controller option that is defined the default controller. It is the home controller, and default method that is the index method. Next, I'm going to discuss the content folder. The content folder of an ASP.NET MVC applications contains a static file such as the images, files, CSS. This folder we will also use for the deployment of the template or the implementation of the HTML5 CSS3 jQuery based template. This topic we will cover in future videos. Please watch our series of videos for complete developer course ASP.NET. Next, I am going to discuss the controller folder. This is the most important folder where we can see that the variety of the controller already exists. You can create the controller by right click and then go to the add and then go to the controller options. The controller folder in ASP.NET MVC applications contains all the controller of your application. The controller are nothing but classes that are inherited from the base controller class. The name of the controller should end with the word controller. You can see that all the controller name and the controller, and if you want to create the new controller, just type the name and the controller by default exists like about controller, sign in controller. Please use the first capital word for creating the sign in controller and use the template like MVC, empty MVC controller. Now you have the sign-in controller. You can easily create the view or the page of the index method. Just right click on index method and go to add view and choose the layout. This layout we will create by the help of the HTML5 CS3 JQuery template in the future videos. So please watch our series of videos, the complete developer course of ASP.NET. Now you can see that the index page has been created and also the sign folder also created. Now I'm going to discuss the model folder. This is the very important folder. The model folder of an ASP.NET MVC application contains the class file which are used to store the domain data as well as the business logic. If you want to create the sign up page, then all the business logic will be in the file of the model folder. Scripts. The script folder of an ASP.NET MVC applications contain all the JavaScript files that are required your applications, like the bootstrap files, jQuery files, and so on. Views. Now I'm going to discuss the view folder. The view folder of an ASP.NET MVC application contains all the CSHTML. Yes, all the file extension is the CSHTML because it contains the both sentence of the CS and the HTML file. The view folder of an ASP.NET MVC application contains the CS HTML files of your application. In MVC, the CS HTML file is the file where we need to write the HTML code along with the C# code. The view folder also includes a separate folder for each and every controller of your application that we have already discussed in this video. Just like when we create the sign-in page, the sign-in folder already created. Now I'm going to discuss the global.sx file. It is the most important file of your application because of all the authorizations and the role-based security. It is the part of the SX file. We will discuss in future videos how we can incorporate the role-based security in your application and how we can secure your application. Fabric config file, it is very important because all the configuration file is the part of the web.config file. The web.config file of an ASP.NET MVC is one of the most useful and important file which contains the application level configuration such as the connection string and so on. Here in this video, we discuss the ASP.NET MVC files and the folder structure. Once you understand the need and use of each folder and the files of an MVC application, then it is easy for you to find, store, and organize project-related files. That's all for today. Now, we will discuss in the next video how we can create the template-based HTML5, CSS3, jQuery-based template project in a MVC applications. So please watch and subscribe our channel connectteacher.com, Connect Teacher, and visit our website connectteacher.com for further details and the complete course of the ASP.NET MVC. Thank you.